Good evening. My name is Chad Bishop. I live at 7405 South Valencia Drive here in Sioux Falls. In the spirit of reducing an artificial political and social tension, I am once again asking you to consider acknowledging the people with COVID-19 recovered status in your policies, to grant exemptions regardless of federal policy, to join lawsuits where appropriate, to reimburse your employees and staff for antibody and adaptive T-cell response assays so they might learn their immune status, and lastly, to work with the state legislature to procure funding for the $974.5 million currently in the Treasury for COVID-19 relief. According to the Argus Leader, the South Dakota Department of Health epidemiologist reports less than 1% reinfection of the COVID-19 recovered. It is my understanding as a layperson that the vaccines on offer induce the generation of of S-type antibodies with accompanying B cells and T cell response. Comparatively, it is my understanding infection-induced immunity generates not only S-type, but also N-type antibodies. In addition, there are another 24 antibodies induced from infection. Responsible for creating these now and upon secondary exposure, B cells created during natural infection continue to evolve to become more potent and able to block immune-evading variants. A layperson might also understand there is evidence of a robust and durable T cell response. Lastly, there are IgA antibodies present in the mucosal layer of our lungs and respiratory system, where no evidence has been presented that this can be induced through an intramuscular vaccination procedure. Now, the experts tell us that boosters are required because we need higher blood serum levels of that single vaccine-induced type S antibody, which was developed against last year's variant of concern. But what does it mean when the CEO of Pfizer just yesterday says, concerning the Omicron variant on CNBC, 2 doses of the vaccine offers very limited protection, if any. 3 doses with a booster offer reasonable protection against hospitalization and deaths, less protection against infection. When just 9 months and 9 days ago, he cited studies claiming 100% effectiveness against infection. Is it the case that the evolutionary cycle of a beta coronavirus outstrips our ability to safely match it with a vaccination program? Is it the case that one prominent reason we have never had a human coronavirus vaccine approved in the past is because the immunological community knew this? How should I feel when an Associate Justice in the U.S. Supreme Court overstates the number of child hospitalizations by more than an order of magnitude while arguing the constitutionality of the administration's vaccine mandates? That was just one of 4 unfortunate pieces of misinformation and oral arguments by those in favor of bypassing the legislative branch. The CDC's Dr. Walensky actually corrected the record this weekend, and Dr. Fauci himself acknowledged that many children currently hospitalized happen to have COVID-19, but were hospitalized for other reasons. Meanwhile, high-profile breakthrough cases of the fully vaccinated, fully boosted continue to be quietly acknowledged.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Anyone else for general public input?